Okay, ladies, I think we're live. Oh, I don't know if I'm in the center of the frame, but oh. Let's get this video started. Well, hi guys, how are you? If you think I sound a little bit different right now, it's because I do. I made a little bit of an investment on Black Friday and I bought myself this microphone. Honestly, I feel like this calls for an ASMR video. So if you'd be into that, let me know down below. Anyway, enough with the ASMRing. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you had a really great Thanksgiving if you're into that. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, then I hope you had an amazing Thursday last week. I hope your Black Friday shopping was successful, even though by the time this goes up, it's gonna be a week since Black Friday, but I spent a lot of money. No joke, like, I got my paycheck the day of Black Friday, like Friday morning, and I blew most of it. To be fair, I did buy a lot of stuff that I'm actually gonna use and a lot of things I'm actually gonna wear, so I don't think I wasted any of my money because I like everything I bought. I didn't just buy useless shit, including this microphone. So now I have to make videos because I spent $100 on this. So today we're going to be doing one of the most basic video ideas on the internet, and I'm going to be sharing my unpopular opinions. And I'm fully aware that most of the opinions shared in these unpopular opinions videos are just like popular opinions that people just want to say. And I'm not gonna lie, some of these probably are popular opinions among all of you. If you agree with me on any of these things, let me know down below. And if you don't, that's okay. That's why it's called an opinion and not a fact. So if you disagree with me on any of these things, be respectful. Obviously. I know I said that the majority of opinions in unpopular opinions videos are typically opinions that everyone has or a lot of people have on the internet, but I feel like this first one is gonna piss a lot of people off. Like, I would say this is probably like everyone's favorite show on the internet, or at least a lot of people's favorite shows. Like, anytime I see a tweet about this or just like a post about it in general, everyone's always raving about how good the show is. And while I think it's a good show, I think this next show I'm gonna talk about is a little overrated, and it's gonna piss a lot of people off when I say what show it is. And if you couldn't guess, I'm talking about The Office. Sorry, The Office is very overrated. And another thing about The Office, I think it became a lot more enjoyable when Michael Scott left. I don't know why, it's just Michael Scott pissed me off a lot. I felt like he was very selfish and childish and annoying, and I could never get into his character when he was on the show. And don't get me wrong, Steve Carell is a great actor, and I think he played the part really well. I just can't stand Michael Scott, and honestly, the last few seasons of The Office are some of my favorites because Michael Scott isn't in them, and I just pissed the majority of the internet off. I'm sorry, that's just the truth, tease sister. That's my opinion, and that's why opinions aren't facts, because they're just opinions. Woo! Yeah! Let them know, sis. You really got them. Anyway, so this next unpopular opinion that I have. I don't think Emma Chamberlain's acceptance speech at the Streamies was as bad as everyone says, and I'm gonna explain why. When I watched the acceptance speech the next day on YouTube, I could tell that Emma was very nervous. And as someone who gets very nervous in social situations and speaking in front of a big crowd, I completely felt her on every level. Sometimes when I am in a big group of people, or if I'm speaking in front of an audience for whatever reason, I tend to get very nervous and I start acting very out of character and I start saying weird things, and sometimes things don't come out right. And I felt like that's what happened with Emma, because I'm pretty sure this is like her first big award show, or at least the first big award show that has nominated her for anything. And I just think she got very nervous and tongue-tied and really didn't know what to say. And that's why maybe when she tried to do her like quirky and relatable bit at one point, maybe that's why she came off a little bit bitchy. However, there is something I want to call her out on. And even though I've never been in the kind of situation where I'm giving an acceptance speech, and probably won't be ever, I don't know, I feel like the basic thing to do in that kind of situation is to thank your supporters, and she did not do that, and I think that was very wrong of her, because I feel like if you're accepting an award like that, where people had to vote for you and stuff like that, I feel like you should thank the people who helped you get to where you are. However, I don't completely blame her for being tongue-tied and a little weird, because I get that way in social situations. So, I don't know, my feelings on Emma Chamberlain are a little mixed overall, but I'm gonna kind of defend her in this situation. Okay, so my next unpopular opinion might piss a few people off too, but I don't find Lily Singh funny, and I never found her funny, even when she was popping back in like 2013 or 2014. I don't know, I just find her skits are kind of overproduced for videos that aren't even that funny. Personally, I don't think sketch comedy on YouTube is that funny overall. I mean, it depends on who's doing it, but like overall, I don't really find sketches and stuff on YouTube funny, just because I find they're very overproduced and fake and just very forced, I guess. Just because I don't find it funny, that doesn't mean it's not funny. You know what I mean? Because after all, opinions are facts. no, wait. No, opinions aren't facts. That's what I'm trying to say. I just don't really find her humor that funny. Like, don't get me wrong. I think she's a great person. I've seen her in collab videos back in the day, back with like Colleen Ballinger and Tyler Oakley and stuff like that. And she seemed really cool in those collabs, but I don't know. Her videos just aren't for me, and I don't think they ever were for me because, as I said, I don't really like sketch videos on YouTube. Anyway, next unpopular opinion. I think Daniel Caesar is very underrated. I think he has the voice of an angel. His voice is like when it's a cold day and you just want to like wrap a blanket around yourself and suddenly you feel so good. And that's just what his voice does to me. And you know, if I ever just want to chill out and just like listen to some good music, he's the person I put on. And if you're not streaming him on Spotify right now, right after this video is over, because I want your view, fucking do it, because he has a good voice. So my next unpopular opinion, and I fucking hate that I feel this way, but I'm gonna share it with you anyway, just because I want to see if any of you agree with me on this. I just want to let everyone know before I say it. I hate 6ix9ine. I don't think he's a good person. I think he's a pedophile. I just think he's very gross overall, and I'm not a fan of his music. However, Fifi's a bop. But in my defense, I only like Nicki's parts, and I fucking hate that. I think this, but I think we just all need to admit that Fifi is kind of a bop. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I'm driving alone in my car, I always put that on my queue a few times if it's a long drive. Alright, so this next one is another music-related one because I guess that's the theme right now. But I used to think Billie Eilish was very overrated. I thought she was just some kind of like random sad Tumblr girl that got famous somehow. But then I listened to Lovely with her and Khalid, and I get it. Like, I get why she's so popular. I get why people love her voice so much. I get why people love her music so much, and now I'm a fan. So, Billie, you got me. Okay, so this next one is another unpopular opinion about a TV show. So if you don't want a spoiler for Orange is the New Black, I would suggest skipping over this next part. I'll put a time signature right here that you could skip. But I think Orange is the New Black got a lot worse after Poussey died. I'm gonna be honest, I was living for Orange is the New Black up until the end of season 4. It was my favorite show at one point. Like, I watched every season religiously whenever they premiered. Then at the end of season 4, my heart fucking broke when, what's his name, Officer Bailey, I think, killed Poussey. A TV show death never affected me so much until Poussey died. Like, I was literally devastated over that for like a week. And I knew I wasn't gonna enjoy the next season as much because Poussey was one of my favorite characters, and they just fucking killed her off. And I tried getting into season 5, but I just really wasn't feeling it. And I couldn't even finish it because I got really bored. And I didn't even bother with season 6 just because I didn't finish season 5, so why am I gonna watch season 6? But I know a lot of people still really like the show, so if you think I should continue with Orange is the New Black and give it another chance, let me know down below. So my last two unpopular opinions are YouTube related. These people that I'm about to talk about have very huge fan bases, so this might piss a lot of people off. So my next unpopular opinion, I'm kind of tired of Shane Dawson's series. Now, before I continue, let me put this out there. Shane Dawson is literally one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. He is literally one of the biggest inspirations for me, but I'm kind of sick and tired of all these series. My favorite series of his probably was when him and the squad went on that haunted ship. I like the one with Trisha Paytas. I like the one with Jeffrey. But the series that really pissed me off and have me feeling this way, where I don't really want him to make series ever again, well, not ever again, but like at least for right now, are the Jake Paul series and the TanaCon series. Both of them pissed me off so much because I felt like he gave them a redemption arc by the end of the series for both of them. Especially with the Jake Paul one, I feel like he kind of gave him a free pass. It's like, you know when an author is writing a book, I mean, duh, authors write books. You know when an author writes a book and like the main guy character in the book, who's also the love interest, he does a bunch of terrible things and he's like the bad guy throughout the majority of it, but the author tries to justify all the bad things the main character's done because he has a tragic backstory and tries to make him lovable off of that. That felt very much like the Jake Paul series. And I don't know, this isn't a video about the Jake Paul series, obviously, but like that series really pissed me off, and I feel like that's what's making me feel like he should stop the series right now. Maybe I'm just tired of Shane giving platforms to shitty people. So my last but not least unpopular opinion for today. How do I say this in the most polite way? I can't stand any of the British invasion YouTubers. I mean, like, I don't hate them, like I don't know them as people, but like I just really hate their content. This might not be an unpopular opinion now, just because I feel like a lot of people don't like the British invasion YouTubers, but I feel like back in the day, they were popping back when they were collabing with like Tyler Oakley, and like they had like their whole squad thing, and they made collabs all the time. I don't know if they still do, because I don't keep up with them that much, but what I do see from them, I don't really like. I don't know, they just come off as very like pretentious and like posh and like spoiled and ingenuine. I never really liked them back in the day. I kind of liked them when they did collabs with people like Tyler Oakley and stuff like that. I thought they were bearable in those videos. I never really subscribed to them on their own. I mean, I kind of did at one point, because it's like, you know when your favorite YouTuber makes a collab with someone and you subscribe to that person only because they're friends with your favorite YouTuber, but you don't actually like their content? But I just never found their content appealing, and I feel like a lot of people did at one point, and a lot of people still kind of do find their content appealing at one point. If we're gonna talk about like someone specific in the British invasion, I don't like Zoella. I mean, I don't hate her. Like, I don't know her personally, so I can't say if I hate her or not, but some of the things she's done in the past year or so is a little shady, a little sketch, a little sketchy McSketcherson. Specifically with Zoella, I'm talking about the shitty advent calendar that she released last year, which you could probably buy all the products that she put in there at the dollar store. And then Alfie Days, back in the day, I think he made a video trying to live off £1 for a day, which basically, I wouldn't say like romanticized poverty, but like almost like mocked it, because he was like, huh,
I can't use my filtered water. What am I gonna do? Meh.
I just don't like them. I don't like their content. I mean, obviously I don't hate them as people because I don't know them. And on that note, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up. So if you agree with me on any of my opinions, again, they're opinions, not facts. Let me know down below. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what you think. If you disagree with me on any of this, let me know why. Be respectful, please. I'm very sensitive. And if you have any unpopular opinions, let me know down below. I would love to read them. So yeah, that's it for me. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe down below. Fuck, I sound so annoying when I say that. But subscribe. I want subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time with a brand new video. I love you guys, and bye. Woo!